Welcome back to a new YouTube guys. Today we're going to be having a look at a game played by Solar and creator. Solar first from Team Kaisi. Even though I believe he recently left Team Kaisi, but I could be completely wrong in that. Also, it's possible that he recently joined it. I don't stay too up to date on team news unless it's my own team. Then I'm very up to date. I know everything about Team Liquid. As we have... Ooh, what are we going to see here? Seems to be just a standard gateway expand, right? But a very fast scout here coming out of creator. We saw Solar trying to go for a 15 hatch. Now we'll be forced to build 2 more drones and go into a 17 hatch instead. So he wanted to get that faster hatch down so that creator couldn't block it. Sadly for him, that didn't work out. And as a punishment, his hatchery will only go down at 17 supply at the wrong base. Sucks to be you, Solar, and creator's gonna be feeling pretty good about himself, as he's gonna try to deny the mining here a little bit. Now this is the dance, the least impactful dance in the game, but still important. If the Zerg would be asleep and you manage to completely deny 2 mineral patches for the entire duration of that it is possible, you would actually win about 40 minerals. So you'd kick away 40 minerals of your opposing Zerg player. So it's actually a decently sized, 40 minerals in the long term, of course, isn't much, but in short term, like it might delay the speed of the Zerg a little bit, might make it harder to get that extra queen up. So it's actually kind of a decently sized deal, medium sized deal. We'll call it a medium sized deal, but of course you're never gonna actually be able to deny 40 minerals worth, because I mean Zergs aren't like, hello, don't lose that. He's gonna hide. He's like, I don't want to die. He had literally 3 HP. So a single shot would have killed him. Drones are starting to transfer here as speed finishes up. Or speed starts and the gas mining finishes up. We're going to see a third base go down soon. Nexus is going up as well. First Adept is being chronoed out. And here we see this first Overlord from Solar spotting the lack of any warp gate, meaning that most likely this is going to be Stargate. Of course, in theory it can still be a Dark Templar drop, but extremely uncommon build because it sucks so much. It could also be a Robo build, but even more uncommon because that's even worse than DT drop. It's if you have Stargate, that would be the Arnold Schwarzenegger of builds. Like if you do it in bodybuilders and then DT drop would be me, not bad looking, but definitely not a bodybuilder. And then the Robo first would be McLovin, which he's a lot of things, but not a bodybuilder. So we're gonna go with the I think Arnold is Austrian, isn't he? We're gonna go with the Austrian bodybuilder build, aka opening up an Oracle followed by a Robo. What is this? Now we're talking. This is exactly how I used to play a year and 2 months ago. But why is he still doing that? Oh, okay, this is not how I used to play. This is an Archon drop. This is a build. This is how I used to play 2.5 years ago. Now we're talking. So you go 4 gas, then you go 4 gate. Then you get a third base. It's even possible, in theory, that he gets a third base, doesn't build any probes, and adds 4 more gates and does like charge Archon stuff. Now, you might be wondering, hey Kevin, why did people stop playing this build? Well, let me explain it to you in detail. The reason why people stop playing this build is because if Zerg opens up with a Roach Warren, which is not completely uncommon, this build is god-awful. It's terrible. You might as well not have played. Uh-oh. If, however, they skip the Roach Warren and just go pure Ling +1 or Ling Bane, or hell, they even open up with Ling Hydra, you're in for a treat, my friend. You're gonna have a fantastic. This is 8 gate, isn't it? 6 gate. 6 gate so far. Oh man, this build is just giving me flashbacks of losing to people building roaches. Now, all Solar needs to do here is not go above 63, 64 drones. And he's going to be completely fine. And honestly, I don't even think he's gonna go up to 60. I think once these overlords finish, he's gonna be building some roaches, because this base went down at 5 minutes in game. How is it possible 5 minutes this late? A full minute too late of what we usually see. If he builds a round of drones now, I'd be extremely surprised. Yeah, there we go. 9 roaches. This is what you need to do, Solar. And he's gonna be scouting the Templar archives. He counts 2 gateways. He knows there's 2 in the front. And he's gonna keep counting more and more. No, go in. Oh, he thinks it's 4 gate now. That's actually bad. If he builds a round of drones, he could potentially still lose. He does know it's an Archon drop. But I don't think he knows that it's a 6 gate. I don't think it matters though. Right? He has 10 roaches ready. If he just micros this a little bit, he should be completely fine. It's decent micro so far by Solar. We're seeing a bunch of roaches. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so people wondering why this build isn't played. This is why this build isn't played. And now, there's one thing that Zerg shouldn't do. And that is attack. This is a mistake that a lot of Zergs make. Where they're like, okay, I got a lot of stuff, I'll attack. No. Oh, jeez. Nidus. That's not the play. He probably could have gone up to 95 workers without having to make another single unit. Like, he could have been on 70 workers at this point. Fort base on the way. Then do like a fake push, so you force a couple of batteries and a bunch of Immortals. And you... What is this? Triple Robo. Triple Robo all across the sky. Is this a joke? Voidray, okay, well, this Immortal is just gonna deal with that, no? Voidray and Immortal will deal with that. No, what are you doing? Don't go into your main base. You gotta defend, man. Is he gonna give up the 3rd base? Use the overcharge. No, use the overcharge. Or the prismatic alignment, yeah. Knight is on the 3rd base location. No upgrades though, huh? For either player, actually. I mean, there's charge and road speed, but no attack upgrades. Or armor. This knight is just a troll, honestly. It's completely useless. Yeah, he gets killed. Creep disappears real fast these days. It's gonna take like 10 seconds, maybe. Actually, maybe worth it. He's super oversaturated after all. Solar's worker production is too slow, honestly. He really should have been higher. His 4th base is also too late. He's gonna be going into Infestation Pit. Which makes sense. If you have a very big roach count, Swarm Host is a pretty decent follow-up. Because you have map control with the roaches already. And he's playing against someone playing Triple Robo. Which is gonna be good at dealing with roaches. Awful against Locust. You need Archons and Storm and units that do damage. For a second I thought this was, wow, he's already getting a 4th. Then I realized it's just his 3rd. Swarms, he needs to get a 4th. Why is Solar not getting a 4th? He also... Wait, he got double Evo? I don't understand why he'd get carapace upgrades if you're playing against someone doing double, triple Robo. Does he know? He knows there's 2. He doesn't know about the secret though that Creator has. Dirty secret. Some people have a basement filled with swings and weird chains. You keep the kids out of it. But my man Creator has 3 Robos. I'm not sure what I'm more disgusted by. I do know it's a triple Robo. I think he just killed this later. This is not a great Locust one. He should have done it from here. This takes way too long. He's just gonna get blasted, no? Creator? Like, how is he gonna defend this? Apparently, with a stake, he has 17 Immortals. Okay, not attacking the battery usually is a mistake as well, but... Holy crap, that's a lot of Immortals. He has 6 Immortals. They're just blasting him. His army looks so small though. But look at this. Bop, 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 bratata. He thought he caught this Immortal off guard. But no. Oh my god, Solar's just throwing every roach into these Immortals without Locust around. What is this Nidus? I feel like Solar is trying to do a controlled experiment in which he gets very far ahead and then figures out different way to lose the game. Different ways to lose the game. Because this is... I can't believe that this is serious. This Nidus and the Roach movement has been absolutely subpar. This is not what you expect from one of the top 5 Zerg players in the world. Look at his Immortal count though. He's 9. He's just one-shotting Niduses. If these ever make it across the map, he'll just 2-shot a hatchery. Building's gone. If you base trade against this, your base just disappears within half a minute. Everything is gone. I mean, without Locust, he has 2 little Swarm Hosts as well. He needs like an 18, 19 Swarm Host. But he just keeps building more and more Roach and Ravager, which is not the way when there's 10 Immortals out. Actually 10 Immortals. I thought I was lying. It's a good storm, it's a good storm. It's the only thing he has that deals with these Locusts. Immortals, look how fast they die against Locusts. They're so bad against... Just walk to his own bile. They're so bad against Locusts, but he just keeps building more and more Roaches. Why is he doing this? Who is he doing this for? Is this beating Grandmaster with stupid stuff? Whenever I see Immortals, I build more Roaches. Trying to kill Mass Void Ray by building Zerglings, that type of stuff. He needs Swarm Host, absolutely. He's also not getting his +2 upgrade, which he doesn't really seem to have money for, so I don't mind. This is a good snipe, very good snipe here coming out of Solar. A bunch of these Immortals are getting caught. Taking a bunch of damage though with these Ravagers before the Locust land. Now he's going to be able to pick off a bunch of Immortals. We see only 7 Immortals left. I think at this point Solar should retreat, because now your shield is gone. You can't fight just against pure Immortal with Roach Ravager. This is... You just wait for the Locust waves. I do not understand this. He's just dead. He just died. It's over. 6 feet deep. 10 feet deep. Creator keeps digging further. And Solar's helping him. Yeah, I also have a shovel. Let me dig my own grave a bit deeper. Creator's like, oh, I guess. You want to build more Roaches? I have 3 Robos pumping Immortals, mate. How many Immortals have gone down? 9! And he's still at 5. If you take my last 5 games, I don't think I lost 9 Immortals. I don't even think I built 9 Immortals. He does it in 1. Triple Robo pumping Immortals. Oh my god. This is the future, my friends. Only gotta trick your opponent into continuous Roach production and you're gonna be fine. This seems like a very elongated brain fart here coming out of Solar. I don't understand why. Like the Locust waves are slightly too small. He needs 5-6 more Swarm Hosts. And then I think he would have been fine, but I mean like this, yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's I don't know what you want me to say. It's gonna be a hard fought fight. Hey, every single time the Locusts run out, like, you can't fight against... How many do we have? 10 Immortals, 2 more on the way. It's going up to 12. Where do you think his limit is? I think it's like a hard limit for himself. Like 12 is okay, but 13, that's pushing it, guys. Let's not get crazy now. Let's not get crazy now. 11 Immortals. +2 on the way. There's a couple of storms here. There's only 2 Immortals at this side though, so that means there's 9 over here. Good storms raining down. Way better Ravager. Oh my god, this is a good fight for Solar. These should be going towards the right side, and at this point Solar should disengage immediately. Throw Biles, zone his army away. You don't want to be fighting this army every single time this happens. I feel like we're playing different games, me and Solar. Like, I've seen this situation before, my friend. Like 4 times already. It's every single time his Locust Wave does good damage, and then it's like, perhaps I can trade out some of these Roaches against these Immortals. And he pops 5 different shields, then loses 25 Roaches. Here comes the Locust Wave again. He could have just waited for this. Immortals, they have one downside, and it's really slow. This is a good Locust Wave once again. I still think Solar is just going to be able to do it, actually. he might just be able to do it. If he just... This is exactly what he was supposed to do. So you zone the army to one direction, and then you attack a base, and then you run away. You just throw balls, run. Run, dude. Just get out of here. Get. It's a big salad run by right now. Now, roaches are going to be great against salads. That's nice to see. We have these guys almost off of cooldown. 44 workers for solar. I mean, Swarmos are good, but he still doesn't have +2 either. Has a lot of gas though. He wants to build more Ravagers. He's definitely walking there. Yeah, it's too far. Do we have storms? We have 2 storms. He needs to split these. Need to split these into 2 groups. Not necessary, it seems like. One Archon goes down. No, it doesn't go down. Oh, this is rough. This is rough. 3 more of the big gun boys join in. And these guys have no guns. They flex in the mirror. And the mirror asks him, what are you doing? There's nothing there. No guns. Just weak. Stalkers move forward. They have Blink. Why would he have Blink? This game makes 0 sense to me. This is going to be a potentially good wave. +2 has finished now though for Creator. Supplies are equal. Locusts are moving in. Good storm on top of all of those Ravagers. Good micro by the way by Creator this game. This was one of those games where you look back on as Creator and you think to yourself, I'm never gonna win a game like this ever again in my entire life. And I would agree with him because this was one of the weirdest games I've seen in a very, 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 very long time. So let's hop into game number 2 for something hopefully even more interesting. Yeah, yeet. Welcome back to game number 2. As Creator won game number 1. Which is the most important game. Because if you have the first game won in a best of 3, it means you're going to be on match point for the rest of the series. Which is better than not being on match point for the rest of the series. So let's see what Mr. Creator has planned for us this time after... that last game was so good, honestly. This is one of those games where you kind of want to save the replay to watch it back sometimes. Like after having 3 or 4 drinks, smoking a fat one with your friends, you're like, guys, I got a sick video. They think you have some video of like a goat laughing, but no, you just load up that replay, Creator Solar, and you laugh it off. Then they ask you, what is this, Kevin? We all hate StarCraft. Leave me alone. I like it. You watch by yourself, kick them out of your house. That's how StarCraft is supposed to be watched anyway, alone. That's the way it's supposed to be, guys. Ah, right, the game. Once again goes for that hatch block, which is good. I like it. I like that. I like that early game. Gonna be following up with a Stargate. I can feel it. Ooh, no, he's hardly getting any gas. No, he's getting some gas. What do you think? Stargate? Yeah, he's gonna go Stargate. Could still be Glaives as well, by the way. Glaives lost a lot in popularity. But nonetheless, still a viable build order. And especially in Korea, we still see it get some airtime. The one thing we don't see get any airtime is builds like Robo first or Forge first. The moment someone builds a Forge first, like I'm getting ready to send an email, you know? I'll find their website, go to their contact form and just flame them for 10 minutes straight. Hit the send button, go to bed. Feel good about myself. Robo for first, Forge first. Terrible builds in PvZ. Forge first isn't a build in any matchup. People who say Forge first is a build have never played the game. Like one of the coaches on the sideline at my kids' game, you know. I don't have kids. If I had kids. I remember back in the day when I used to play football, they always would be these guys on the sideline screaming at their kids. And they never played themselves, but they always knew exactly what their kid was supposed to do. Unbelievable. If you're one of those parents, reevaluate your life. Go do something else with your time. Let your kids play, man. What's wrong with you? I was one hell of a soccer player back in the day, though. Let me tell you that much. All the way till I turned 10, I was in the highest team in my football club. The F1, the E1. These are high-level teams, which very important. Very, very important to be in them. And then once I turned 10, I started growing so fast and I lost a lot of speed. I used to be quite fast when I was younger, but then I lost a lot of speed because I started growing so fast and probably got fat as well. I don't know why I got slow, but I just got slower. And from that point on, my football career was over. Because my technique was mediocre. The only reason I was good was because of my high athleticism. Speed, ball handling. A very feared right wing back in the Dutch amateur league. Nothing happened of value here. So you didn't miss anything. Wait, how do I open this? See, nothing was lost. Literally nothing. Except now 2 links and an overlord. Oh, he's building a void race. This void race literally just got 2 kills within 3 seconds. Void rays actually do so much damage to overlords, it's insane. It makes absolutely no sense. And the difference in my energy when I drink 7 coffee and when I drink 0 is insane. You feel like you're flying off the earth. Sniff some straight caffeine powder as well. You don't know what hit you. As creator builds a second Stargate, now we're talking. This is a build order, my guys. I feel like Solar is like he's responding to things, you know. He sees things, he's like, okay, how do I deal with this? Okay, maybe Queen, a Roach Warrior, and some spores. Creator is just the chat who decides what's happening this game, you know. He says 2 Stargates, and Solar's like, okay, I'll find the counter, and then he goes 3. Solar's like, I don't know what to do. And then bam, Sentry here, Nexus over there. Solar's just like, he's trying to scout, and oh, maybe I can pick off this probe. Picks off the probe. Creator was like, you guys can come in. No, never mind. That's a hell of a play. Imagine pulling that one on your friends. Yeah, you can come in, and smashing the door in their face. You broke my nose. Loser. I don't have a lot of friends left. 2 Void Rays. Nexus on the 3rd. What's this battery doing? What is this battery positioning? What is this covering? Why doesn't he just build it in the main mineral line like a normal person? What the hell? I want a flame creator right now. There's no one in this game, it's a replay. It's a little joke I have with myself. So there's 2 Void Rays. Where's the... He's saving them up. 3rd Stargate, of course. I actually do like that. I don't mind this strategy, even though I prefer the 2 Stargate. Because once you get your 3rd Stargate, it means your follow-up tech is going to be super delayed. You're not going to be able to get your Forges, not your Twilight, and thus delay your Storm a lot. This is a lot weaker against Hydra builds than the 2 Stargate variation is. There's a nasty area here though, so look at this. When Zerg takes this base, what you can do as the Toss is you pretend to attack the 4th base and then bang, you go straight into the main. And it's actually really powerful. And you can just right click the layer or something like that. Look, 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 look. Use the thing. Over the prismatic alignment, no? It's actually not bad. It really is not that bad. He's not microing his queens. He's gonna lose a queen here. Hydras pop out, okay. Little bit too fast here for Hurricane. For Creator, sorry, Hurricane. It's the story of the Hurricane. Does he actually have +1? Builds 10 Void Rays, doesn't get +1. You can actually end me at this point. I have no clue what's happening, dudes. That's a dead extractor, isn't it? Where is these Hydras going? There's a cool hallucination there. They had to make the tough decision between fighting off the 5 Void Rays or denying the 1 hallucination of scouting that he had. 16 Hydras. I think I'll go for the hallucination. In the process showing the 16 Hydras. Is it 16? It's 16! Oh, I'm so good at counting. Why isn't he reacting? Hello? This is good micro by Creator, by the way. And no micro by Solar. Seems like he tried to pull 1 queen back, didn't quite work out. Baneling Nest coming out. Is there any upgrades? +1? Why is he not getting any upgrades for his heir? I don't... Fleet Beacon? Maybe he forgot. He must have forgotten. There's no way he wouldn't upgrade. He's gonna get a 4th base. He's getting good eco. He's up in supply against the Zerg. And he's massing Void Rays. This is really good, actually. I like this build on this map. This area is nasty. Holy cow. Look at that. I probably would have thought that, lost every single void rate and complained about balance. But instead, creator just like, you know what, I can chill over here. Okay, I think he forgot +1. He must have. How many is this? This is 7. And he has 3 over here. Gonna get more. Does he get flux veins? If he gets flux veins, I'd be a very happy man. I'd be a happy sailor. Okay, but this is the thing I'm worried about. How is creator gonna deal with this? There's what? 27 freaking... There's 15 void rays? He's gonna get 18 void rays before this hits. 18 void rays against 27 hydras with +1. And I'd love to tell you guys all about this interaction. I have no freaking clue what's happening. Or what's gonna happen. Okay, if he gets 5-6 hydras before the fight, like before the void rays start going banana, I think the hydras lose. I think if you just straight up fight, okay, this is good because he picked up at least a couple of hydras. But okay, 18 void rays, 33 hydras, he's just gonna go. There is no +1. I don't think he's using the prismatic alignment. Okay, he just owns it. Holy crap. Right? He just destroyed him. This wasn't even close. It's good micro, my god. His micro was absolutely fantastic. Flux Veins finishes. He's gonna chase us back home. I'm gonna tell him to leave. Okay, that was not the greatest micro. It's over, no? It's over. Tenaki. Defensively, I guess, he can hold just fine. Pure Void Ray. Man, this is crazy. And he has Flux Veinsy. Look, he's gonna... Oh, crap. Oh, this is bad. I'm not a big fan of this fight. Whenever there's queens involved, you usually don't want to fight. I still think he needs Storm at some point, no? Solar is very intent on killing his opponent. Bunch of cannons. Bunch of I mean, with a super battery, there's no way this loses. There's no trick here. For Solar, there's no parasitic bomb, no fungal, no microbial shroud. He just literally only produced Void Rays. 15 of them. 15, where are they? Oh, come a flank. The Void Ray flank. A classic. Use the super battery and fight, my friend. What are we doing here? He has the super battery available, no? Maybe no? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, this is... There's no way. Once this thing is working, like, you might as well forget it. Look at the units lost. Solar is getting completely blasted in this fight. GG gets called as creator wins 2-0 in a series that will most likely not be remembered by very many, but I think it was a fun series. I like this. This is more fun than the games where there's no mistakes made. These are two extremely high level players and they just messed up a bunch of times. Well, Solar messed up a bunch of times and I think even creator had some debatable decisions, but we had a great time. At least I did. If you also had a great time, don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button, as these things help me a lot. As my green screen is showing through my hair. You know, it's time to get a haircut. Also showing in my hand. Well, tough luck. Bye bye.